report your child has been hit by a drunk driver.
Don't drink and drive, because in real life there is no rewind. Plan for a sober ride.
Tree in its ground where these roots claim the earth many toiled to a land that now stands under no one's command, and her beauty let no man destroy. So remember the gone and the damage is done. The last drop has been spilled for you and I. Let there be no despair for the good we once shared. Wash the tear from the eye that still shines. When the red rose pale lay 1,000 graves, many more. Though the ghosts still hunt for the day we've come to live for. Don't look back, for what's dead now is saved. The exile, their home where their souls were kept safe. Take me back on the crest of a wave. No more tears for your panties lament. Don't look back, for what's dead now is saved. The exile, their home where their souls were kept safe. Take me back on the crest of a wave. No more tears for your panties lament. No more tears for your panties lament. No more tears, no more panties lament.
The only thing predictable about the weather is that it's unpredictable. Kind of like the accidents it can cause. If you need repairs to your Ford, get them with Ford Collision Parts. The parts made by the same people who built it in the first place. Keep your Ford a Ford. Learn more at takeagoodlook.com.
Oh, then tell me, Sean O'Farrell, tell me why you hurry so. Hush me buckle, hush and listen, and his cheeks were all aglow. I bear orders from the captain, get you ready quick and soon. For the pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. for the pipes must be together by the rising of the moon. Oh, then tell me, Sean O'Farrell, where the gathering is to be. In the old spot by the river, right well known to you and me. One word more for signal token, whistle up the marching tune. With your pike upon your shoulder by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. With your pike upon your shoulder by the rising of the moon. Out of many a mud wall cabin eyes were watching through the night. Many a manly heart was throbbing for the coming morning light. Murmurs ran along the valleys like the banshee's lonely croon, and 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. And 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. There beside the singing river that dark mass of men was seen. Far above their shining weapons hung their own beloved green. Dead to every foe and traitor, forward strike the marching tune. And our army buys for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon.
Champs and hawker lads and gather us a blah. The chances can there in and ring and listening da. I'll tell Tier of and tale of six that I have seen. Far up and tail the snowing up and sith by Gretna Green. I've seen the high by Nevis, a tower and tail the moon. I've been by Creef and Calendar and room by Bonnie Doon. And by the netty Sylvie Pine in places I'll take in. Far up and tail the snowing up as I got Bonnie Glen. So come on, you champs and hawker lads and gather us a blah. The chances come dead and come listening and down. I'll tell Tier of and tale of six that I have seen. Far up and tail the snowing up and sit by Gretna Green. Myself construction on the roads. With a bag of blah upon my back, my face is blooms of toads. With lumps of cakes and tatties, guns and cheese and braxy ham. They thinking where I'm coming, where I'm going to gang. I'm happy in the summertime beneath the bright blue sky. They bring in the morning, it lifts where I'm to lie. Bands and bands are only where I live among the hay. And if the weather does permit, I'm happy every day. So come on, you champs and hawker lads and gather us a blah. The champs has come down and ring, I'm listening and da. I'll tell Tier of and tale of six that I have seen. Far up and tail the snowing up and sit by Gretna Green. I've done my share of humping with the couples on the quiet. I've helped the bucky trawlers put the herring over the sides. I helped to build a mighty rig that spans above the fourth. And with money and Angus fair and sugar plough the bonny Ave. Loch Catherine and Loch Lone, the lad in Kent by me. The tea that on the day of a hundred brushes to hit the sea. Then Robin Castle by the way I nearly had forgot. And I there colloquial marks at the house of John O'Groats. So come on, you champs and hawker lads and gather us a blah. The champs has come there in and ring, I'm listening and da. I'll tell Tier of and tale of six that I have seen. Far up and tail the snowing up and sit by Gretna Green. business tax me anywhere I travel near or far. I've got the roving notion there's nothing that I lack, and all the days my daily fare and what'll be my whack. I think I'll go to Paddy's Land, I'm making up my mind. For Scotland's greatly altered now, I cannot ease the winds, but I will trust in Providence, so Providence proves true, and I will sing O'Erin's Isle when I get back to you. So come on, you champs and hawk and lads and gear us a flaw. The chances come dead in and ring, I'm listening dog. I'll tell thee a roving tale of six that I have seen, far up into the snowy mountains, swift like that like rain.
I've lately wandered over here to search for me Uncle Dan. He left the county Galway in the year of 51. Where he's gone to I don't know, I've searched this country high and low, but back to Galway I can't go without me Uncle Dan. Have you seen me Uncle Dan McCann? Typical bit of a Galway man. He came out to the USA in the year of 51. Well, if any thou neighbours living here seen or heard of him anywhere, you'd oblige me if you'd help me find me Uncle Dan McCann. Let me tell you of me Uncle Dan. By God, he was a mighty man. He swam the river Liffey twice a day, and he ran 3 rounds at the Phoenix Park. He could dance and sing just like a lark, and he wasn't afraid to go home in the dark, me Uncle Dan McCann. Have you seen me Uncle Dan McCann? Typical bit of a Galway man. He came out to the USA in the year of 51. Well, if any thou neighbours been here seen or heard of him anywhere, you'd oblige me if you'd help me find me Uncle Dan McCann. Found me Uncle Dan McCann, very prosperous Yankee man. He holds a seat in Congress, and he's leader of his clan. He's helped to write America's laws, his heart and soul in Ireland's cause. And God help the man who opened his jaws to me Uncle Dan McCann. So here's to me Uncle Dan McCann, typical bit of a Galway man. He fought all through the Civil War back in 61. He was supple and limber in every joint. He wasn't afraid of the bayonet's point. He belonged to the fight in 69, me Uncle Dan McCann. So here's to me Uncle Dan McCann, typical bit of a Galway man. He came out to the USA in the year of 51. Well, if any thou neighbours living here seen or heard of him anywhere, you'd oblige me if you'd help me find me Uncle Dan McCann.
you travel easier knowing that a perfect stay awaits at Country Inns and Suites. Book now at countryinns.com. Relax, the rest comes easy.
A courtier called Dorset from Parkgate did fail. In His Majesty's yacht port at Court Granuaile, with great entertainment the thought to prevail, unrifle the charms of sweet Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail, success to the sons of brave Granuaile. Says the courtier to Grania, if you will be true, I will bring it to London and do for you too, where you shall have pleasure that never will fail. I'll add laurel to shamrock, sweet Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail, success to the sons of brave Granuaile. Says Grania to Dorset, if that I would do, bring my fortune to London, my children would rue. We would be like the Highlanders eating of kale, and cursing the Union, says bold Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail, success to the sons of brave Granuaile. Says Grania, I always still love to be free. No foe shall invade me in my liberty, while I've Limerick, Derry, and the fort of Kinsale. I love and not marry, says bold Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail, success to the sons of brave Granuaile. Now, my dear boys, we've got shut of those bugs. I charge you, my children, lie close in your rugs. They'll hide like a snake, but will bite without fail. Just give them shillelagh, says bold Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail, success to the sons of brave Granuaile.
Looking to accelerate your college graduation? Take summer classes at Normandale Community College. Courses are 3, 5, or 7 weeks, are designed to transfer to public and private schools, and are a fraction of the cost of four-year schools. Normandale is convenient, too, located in the South Metro off Interstate 494. Courses offered day, evening, and online. Click or visit normandale.edu/registration. Normandale, your college, your community.
Oh, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange, and my mother, she was green. Oh, my father was an Ulsterman, proud Protestant was he. My mother was a Catholic girl from County Cork was she. They were married in two churches, lived happily enough, until the day that I was born and things got rather tough. Oh, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange, and my mother, she was green. Baptized by Father Riley, I was rushed away by car to be made a little orange man, me father's shining star. I was christened David Anthony, but still in spite of that, to my father I was William, while my mother called me Pat. Oh, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange, and my mother, she was green. With mother every Sunday to mass I'd proudly stroll. Then after that the Orange Lodge would try to save my soul. For both sides tried to claim me, but I was smart because I'd play the flute or play the harp, depending where I was. Oh, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange, and my mother, she was green. One day me ma's relations came round to visit me, just as my father's kinfolk were all sitting down to tea. We tried to smooth things over, but they all began to fight. And me being strictly neutral, I bashed everyone in sight. Oh, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange, and my mother, she was green. Now my parents never could agree about my time of school. My learning was all done at home, that's why I'm such a fool. They both passed on, God rest them, but left me caught between that awful colour problem of the orange and the green. Oh, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange, and my mother, she was green. Yes, it is the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. My father, he was orange, and my mother, she was green.
There were three drunken maidens come from the Isle of Wight. They started drinking on Sunday, never stopped till Saturday night. When Saturday night rolled round, me boy, sure they wouldn't get out. These three drunken maidens, they pushed the jug about. Well, in came Dancing Sally, with the cheeks as red as a bloom. Move over, me jolly sisters, and give old Sal some room, for I will be your equal before the night is out. These three drunken maidens, they push the jug about. They had woodcock and pheasant and partridge and hare, had every kind of dainty, no shortage was there. They'd 40 casks of beer, me lads, but still they wouldn't get out. These three drunken maidens, they push the jug about. And in came the landlord, he was looking for his pay, and a 40-pound bill, me lads, these maidens had to pay. They had 10 pounds apiece, me boys, but sure they wouldn't get out. These three drunken maidens, they push the jug about. Now where are your fancy hats and mantles rich and fine? They've all been swallowed up, me lads, in tankards of fine wine. And where are your fancy men, young maidens, brisk and gay? We left them in the alehouse, and it's there they'll have to stay. There were three drunken maidens come from the Isle of Wight. They started drinking on Sunday, never stopped till Saturday night. When Saturday night rolled round, me boy, sure they wouldn't get out. These three drunken maidens, they push the jug about. These three drunken maidens, they push the jug about.
Yeah, this one's for the workers who toil night and day by
creme is shit out. For the worker is working when the fat counts about. We're the first ones to stop. We're the first ones to die. The first ones in line for that pie in the sky. And we're always the last when the creme is shit out. For the worker is working when the fat cat's about. And all these things mighty big grin. He hardly set a heart on fire. But before too long, baby, dancing horizontal. You know God loves a trial. Tonight it feels a million miles from what they like to call their lives. How you girls cry for all the ages. I think you want just mine. Set 'em up next to each other. Gonna go all night. Tonight they feel a million miles. You're gonna see them smile. Oh yeah, you're gonna see them shine. How you girls? How you girls? Cry for all the ages. I think you want just mine. Set 'em up next to each other. Gonna go all night. How you girls? Cry for all the ages. I think you want just mine. Set 'em up next to each other. Gonna go all night. We're gonna go all night. Woo! Now you girls. Now you girls. Come on. We're gonna go all night.
There's Bad Bold and there's Good Bold. Bad Bold is 52 items in the express checkout lane. Good Bold is the aggressive styling and legendary reliability of the 2015 Camry. Hurry into your local Toyota dealer or visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Tim Finnegan lived in walking streets.
Right in the middle of the street, he was homeless.
Oh, a gentleman Irish, mighty odd.
Mighty odd indeed.
He'd a beautiful brogue so rich and sweet.
Couldn't understand a word of him.
And a rise in the world he carried a hod.
Big Hod! Wrong song.
Now Tim had a sort of a tippling way. With the love of the liquor, poor Tim was born.
Ah, he loved the liquor, he did.
And to help him on with his way each day, he'd a drop of the crather every morn. Oh, whack for the doll, now dance your partner about the floor, your trousers shake. Wasn't it the truth that I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. One morning Tim was rather full,
So full his eyes were brown.
and his head felt heavy, which made him shake. He fell off the ladder and he broke his skull.
He bounced.
And they carried him home, his corpse to wake.
What's the way?
When you're not sleeping.
They rolled him up in a nice clean sheet,
No sheep!
and they laid him out upon the bed.
Everybody on the
With a gallon of whiskey at his feet and a barrel of porter at his head. Whack for the dull, now dance your partner on the floor, your trousers shake. Wasn't it the truth that I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. His friends assembled at the wake,
Yeah, both of them.
and the widow Finnegan called for lunch. First she brought in tea and cakes,
And some brownies.
then pipes, tobacco, and whiskey punch. Biddy O'Brien began to cry. Such a nice, clean corpse did you ever see?
I'm glad he's dead.
Tim of Vernon, why did you die? Shut your gup, said Paddy McGee. Whack for the dough, you dance your partner on the floor, your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth that I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake.
Oops.
And Maggie O'Connor took up the job.
About time she...
Oh, Biddy, says she, you're wrong, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Talk to us like that.
So Biddy fetched her a belt and the gob and left her sprawling on the floor.
No, that's a position we've all seen her in many times before under more favorable circumstances.
Civil war did then engage.
About time you got engaged.
'Twas woman to woman and man to man.
That's the way Tim likes it.
Shillelagh law was all the rage, and a row and erection soon began. Whack for the dough, you dance your partner on the floor, your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth that I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Then Mickey Maloney ducked his head as a bottle of whiskey flew at him. It missed, and landing on the bed, the whiskey scattered over Tim.
That's alcohol abuse where I come from.
Tim revives, bedad, he rises. Finnegan rising from the bed.
It's a miracle.
Saying, whirl your whiskey around like blazes. Tutter and chase, do you think I'm dead? Back for the dough, you dance your partner on the floor, your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth that I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Whack for the dough, you dance your partner on the floor, your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth that I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. How is your old one?
Let's call!
Oh, okay.
Around for the house!
All right.
Murphy, Murphy, darling dear, I long for you now, night and day. Your pain was my pleasure, your sorrow my joy. I fear now I've lost you to health and good cheer.
They'll say when I met you I was 5 years too young. A boy beyond his age, just so I'd tell someone.
Anyone who listened and a few who couldn't care, still I welcome you with open arms, my love I did share.
Dusty, Dusty, darling dear, you left me dying, crying there. And whiskey, gin, and pints of beer, I felt you, my darling dear. You shut me off, then you showed me the door.
But you always came crawling back, begging me for more. I showed you kindness, a stool and a tale.
Then you poured me my pain in a dirty glass.
Yeah, you left him bloody battered, penniless and poor.
You know, I often start to wonder how you made it through my door.
With my brother's new non-duplicate registry ID.
Well, you bit off more than you can chew the first day you met me.
Dusty, Dusty, darling dear, you left me dying, crying there. And whiskey, gin, and pints of beer, I felt you, my darling dear.
You weren't the first to call me mister, you won't be the last.
Oh, I'm sure I wasn't, honey. I know all about your past.
Listen to the big shot with his pager on call. You spent most of those nights in my bathroom stall.
Yeah, you got him high, but you left him low.
Mind your own business, boy. How was I to know that he was just a fiend and a no-good cheat?
Well, it's all in the past, bitch, 'cause now I got it big. Dusty, Dusty, darling dear, you left me dying, crying there. And whiskey, gin, and pints of beer, I felt you, my darling dear. Dusty, Dusty, darling dear, you left me dying, crying there. And whiskey, gin, and pints of beer, I felt you, my darling dear. with me, knife for 3 score and more in this little Isle of Green. Known from the Liffey down to Sigew, and I'm known by the name of Old Johnny Doo. Of all the trades going out, your begging is the best. For when a man is tired, he can sit down and rest. Beg for his dinner, he has nothing else to do, only cut around the corner with his old rickadoo. In the barn way down in Corriban, a wet night came on and I slept till the dawn, with holes in the roof and the rain coming through, and the rats and the cats they were playing peek-a-boo. Who should awaken but the woman of the house, with her white spotty apron and her calico blouse. She began to frighten and I said, "Oh, Ara, don't be afraid, ma'am, it's only Johnny Doo." I met a little flaxy-haired girl one day. Good morning, little flaxy-haired girl, I did say. Good morning, little beggar man, how do you do? With your rags and your bags and your old rickadoo. I'll buy you a pair of leggings and a collar and a tie, and a nice young lady I'll fetch by and by. I'll buy you a pair of goggles and colour them blue, and an old-fashioned lady I will make her too. Over the road with me pack on me back, over the fields with me great heavy sack, with holes in me shoes and me toes peeping through, singing skinny barink-a-doodle oh around Johnny Doo. I must be going to bed for it's getting late at night, the fire's all raked and out goes the light. So now you've heard the story of me old rickadoo, it's goodbye and I'll be with you, said old Johnny Doo.
Say no, but don't show me where. Up the golden stairs to the pearly gate, I climb you up and get away. Get me far away from here, get me far away from here. Say no, but you don't show me where. Everybody, everywhere, it's all I can see. Looking up high, way down low, where sweet heaven they want to know. Everywhere, all the people I see, looking around in their sleep. Everybody, everywhere, it's all I can see. Sweet heaven, where can you be? Sweet heaven, where can
only thing predictable about the weather is that it's unpredictable. Kind of like the accidents it can cause. If you need repairs to your Ford, get them with Ford Collision Parts. The parts made by the same people who built it in the first place. Keep your Ford a Ford. Learn more at takeagoodlook.com.
I'm a young married man and I'm tired of a life. 10 years I've been wed to a pale, sickly wife. She's nothing to do, only sit there and cry. Praying and praying to God she would die. A friend of my own came to see me one day. He told me my wife, she was pining away. He afterwards told me that she would get strong if I'd get a bottle from dear Dr. John. Oh, doctor, oh, dear Dr. John, your cod liver oil is so pure and so strong. I'm afraid of my life, I'll go down in the soil if me wife don't stop drinking your cod liver oil. I bought her a bottle, well, just for to try, and the way that she drank it, you think she might die. I bought her another, it vanished the same, and then she got cod liver oil on the brain. I bought her another, she drank it no doubt, and then she began to get terrible stout. And when she got stout, well, of course she got strong, and I became jealous. Oh, dear Dr. John. Oh, dear Dr. John, your cod liver oil is so pure and so strong. I'm afraid of my life, I'll go down in the soil if me wife don't stop drinking your cod liver oil. Me house, it resembles a great doctor's shop. It's covered in bottles from bottom to top. Well, early the morning, the kettle does boil. You would swear it was singing of a cod liver oil. Oh, dear Dr. John, your cod liver oil is so pure and so strong. I'm afraid of my life, I'll go down in the soil if me wife don't stop drinking. No, dear Dr. John, your cod liver oil is so pure and so strong. I'm afraid of my life, I'll go down in the soil if me wife don't stop drinking your cod liver oil.
In the merry month of June, from me home I started, left the girls of Tuam, nearly broken hearted, saluted father dear. Kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, my grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born. Cut the stout blackthorn to banish ghosts and goblins, a brand new pair of brogues, rattling o'er the bogs, frightening all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack full Aldera. In Mullingar that night I rested, limbs so weary, started by daylight, me spirits blithe, and ere he took a drop of the pure, keep me heart from sinking, that's the Paddy's cure. Whenever he's on for drinking, to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while at me curious style, 'twould set your heart to bubble and ask if I was hired, wages I required till I was nearly tired of the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack full Aldera.
In Dublin next arrived, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fine city. Well, then I took a stroll, all among the quality bundle it was stolen. In a neat locality, something crossed my mind. When I looked behind, no bundle could I find. Upon my stick a wobbling, inquiring for the rogue. Said me Connaught brogue wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin. Whack the lully ra. From there I got away, my spirits never failing, landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. The captain at me roared, said that no room had he. When I jumped aboard, a cabin found for Paddy. Down among the pigs, played some funny rigs, danced some hearty jigs. The water round me bubbling when off Holyhead. Wished myself was dead or better far instead. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin. Whack the lully ra.